Hey guys, ArtisanTony. It's kind of a cloudy day and kind of a dark day for the gun industry. I found out just a little while ago that a 5-year-old in Kentucky accidentally shot his sister with a .22 caliber rifle. It was a Crickett, and I thought about my dear friend Steve McNeal, who's president of Keystone Sporting Arms, and he apparently is already getting hate mail and hate messages and hate phone calls, and I just felt like one, it made me want to go revisit safety rules and explain the importance of them, and also just to have a little chat right quick with Alex about it too. So, hey dude.
Hey.
How was school today?
Good.
We got a plane going. Got an airplane flying over now. I don't know if you heard my introduction just now, but apparently a young 5-year-old accidentally shot his sister with the Crickett rifle today, and that's a shame. I mean, you understand the importance of, and I know you do. I just want people to do what I'm doing now, is to go over the safety rules with their kids. You know, you're very responsible. I've taught both you and Barrett well as far as safety. I mean, you know not to handle a gun in the house when. And I know you're a little old for this, but I'm trying to do this to set an example of what people should do to talk to their kids about not handling guns, in the house. And if you do handle one, to always keep it pointed in the safe direction, right? Mm-hmm. Never put your finger on the trigger, right? Mm-hmm. And really, we're talking about this as if you would handle a gun in the house, but if you do, to always check sure to make sure it's unloaded. It's obviously the parents' responsibility to make sure that there are no loaded guns in the house. But as the person we're talking about, as a son or a daughter, you know that, and you know that to never handle them. The only reason that you would ever handle one is if I ask you to, say, carry it to the truck, like we're going to the range or something. Mm-hmm. And I know that, and I trust you because I know you, and it's just, and it's so crazy when I hear about these things happening. I don't understand what's going through the mind of a parent who leaves a loaded gun in the house, just sitting in the corner where a child, 5-year-old.
Yeah.
When you started out at 5, you were shooting BB guns and pellet rifles, and even those were not left loaded. We may have left a BB gun in the garage. It may have had BBs in it, but it was never actually, the chamber was never actually loaded, and the safety was always on. But certainly anything larger than a BB gun was always left unloaded, or checked, double checked safety-wise. But well, anyway, Sonny, I appreciate you bearing through this with me. I just wanted to, when I hear these stories, it always makes me want to go and talk to you and Barrett again about this issue. And it's just something that parents should do. If you're going to have firearms, you just have to do it. The safety rules are not trivial rules that were brought up by NRA or manufacturers. They're developed through for obvious reasons. The accidents happen, and the only way to avoid accidents is to actually follow these safety rules. And but so anyway, I know you need to get back to doing your homework, so I'll finish up this video without putting you through the whole thing. So thanks Alex, I appreciate you. Okay. I've always appreciated intelligence and your the way you approach things, especially when we're talking about firearms right now. So I appreciate the way you've always approached them with safety, and so thank you. So what I'm trying to do with this video is to show support to Steve McNeal and his company. He was such a huge force when we were trying to raise money for MarineParents.com. He matched our fundraising efforts. His business is such a family-oriented business, and to see them sort of vilified, or to see them, people place blame on them, it's just sad. That people can't learn to place blame where the blame exists, and that's with parents who continuously ignore safety rules, especially with firearms. It just reminded me of my love of single shot 22s, and that's why I chose the Pink Crickett, for the fundraiser, because of my fondness for them. And I was hoping to get a few other people to show support, because apparently Steve McNeal's going through a tough time right now, getting death threats through phone calls and messages, and it's just really ridiculous. And I can't stress enough that parents, if you're going to buy firearms, and you have to get a little bit of training, and you need to, at least, if anything else, to study the safety rules and go through them in your head and say why. Number one, always keep the gun pointed in the safe direction. Number two, keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to fire. Number three, always keep the gun unloaded until you're ready to use it, until you're ready to fire. I mean, those are the top three safety rules from the NRA. I'm a basic rifle and pistol instructor with the NRA. I don't talk about it much because I don't do it professionally. I'm more of a volunteer, but I am certified, and it's just, every time I hear these stories, I know where the blame lies. I know exactly, but there's something about our culture in America that can't seem to place the blame where it belongs. It belongs, unfortunately and sadly, with the parent. I mean, I know the parent's going through a lot. She's lost a child, but you just can't keep blaming inanimate objects, for the death of people. You just can't. I mean, you can, but it's ridiculous, and it makes no sense at all. I'm not asking that this mother be charged with a crime. All I'm asking you is to place the blame where it belongs, on the parent. It doesn't belong on the rifle. So, if anybody else sees fit, I would love to, have some other larger channels put out some positive vibes for Steve and his company. The Crickett rifle to me is sort of a symbol of, youth in firearms training, fun times, positive messages. If anybody else feels led to help out with that, I would appreciate it. I know there's channels obviously a lot larger than mine that could help put some good thoughts out there to negate some of these negative thoughts, and maybe help them, even if it's just Steve seeing it from the gun community. It would be nice, because they're going through a tough time right now, and it may last a while for them. So my thoughts go out to the ones who lost the parent. She lost a child, but just don't try to take that anger out on something else. Just be an adult. Be a responsible person. Take the blame. You know, say, I'm sorry, I screwed up. I'm a parent, I screwed up. You know, nobody's going to put you in prison over it. It's going to be deemed an accident. But just don't blame. Don't let the rifle be blamed. It's ridiculous. I just want to help a friend, and appreciate you listening to my rambling, and be safe, guys. Are you hunting squirrels? Are you hunting squirrels? Better get them squirrels.